Hello. Welcome to the first um, the first pre-recorded online class for AF Bushwick. Um, Today we are going to go over a couple finger exercises that we did in class. Last time we're going to go over the C major scale. We are going to learn a couple new songs. We're going to go back over Mary Had a Little Lamb in two hands. And then we're going to do a little improvising right at the end, so hope you enjoy it. For the finger exercise, we're going to start with the right hand, and you're going to put your thumb on middle C. You're not going to play right now, you're just going to lay your fingers on the keys, so thumb on middle C, pointer finger on D, middle finger on E, fourth finger on F, and pinky on G. And the way this exercise goes is you are going to play C, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. So that's how it goes. It goes 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. If you want to go ahead and give that a shot, and then we're going to play it together 10 times. Alright, if you need some more time to figure it out, just go ahead and pause the video, and we'll meet back here when you're done, but we're going to keep going. So here we go, we're going to do this 10 times. Alright, great job. Now you're going to go ahead and pause the video and do it 5 times by yourself. Then we're going to do the left hand. Alright, great. Now I'm going to show you how to do the left hand. So you're going to take your pinky, you're going to put it on the C an octave lower, your fourth finger is going to go on D, your middle finger is going to go on E, your pointer finger is going to go on F, and your thumb is going to go on G. So you're going to go 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1. Now you give it a shot. Okay, so now we're going to do it together 10 times. So just follow along. Great job. Now you're going to go ahead and pause the video. Now would be a good time if you need to go back over, do both hands separately again. That would be great because we're about to do both hands together. And as we know, that's a little bit trickier. So go ahead and pause the video and we'll meet back here in a minute. Alright, here we go. So, hands where they were. We're going to take it real slow. I'm going to show you how to do it twice, and then we're going to do it together 10 times. We're going to go extra slow. So here's what it's like. C, D, C, E, C, F, C, G, C, E, C, E, C, F, C, G, C. So you might want to give that a shot yourself. You might want to try that out before we do it together. So if you need to do that, just pause. And all right, let's go for it. Alright, good work. So why don't you go ahead and pause the video, and we will and do it by yourself, maybe 5, maybe 10 times, however many times you need to do until you get it. And then we're going to do our second exercise, which is very similar to the first. It's a little harder in some ways and a little easier in other ways. So yeah, we'll meet back here in just a moment. Great, let's do it. So, same thing, thumb on C. Position your hands across the keys like that. Same way as before. And this time we're going to start with the pinky. And it's very similar. It just starts with the pinky and goes down instead of starting with the thumb and going up. So it goes 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1. Great, why don't you give that a shot? Alright, now we're going to go ahead and do that one together 10 times as before. Here we go. Excellent. So why don't you go ahead, pause the video, and do it on your own 5 times. And then we'll meet back here, and we'll move over to the left hand. Alright, so for the left hand, same hand position. This time, instead of starting from the pinky and going to the thumb, we're starting from the thumb and going to the pinky. So, it goes like this. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. Great, why don't you give that a try? Alright, so now again would be a good time to pause the video if you need any extra help, if you need any extra practice, or go back and watch the other ones, because now we're about to put it in 2 hands, and as we know, 2 hands is harder than 1. So, we're going to do it 10 times together. Here we go. Excellent. Okay, so now you're going to go ahead, pause this video, and you are going to practice that, both hands, how about 10 times? And then we'll meet back here so we can go over our major scales. So great, go ahead, pause. Alright, here we go. We're going to go over our major scales. We're going to start with the right hand, and we're going to do the left hand. So, here's how it works. Thumb on C. You're going to go 1, 2, 3. When you hit 3, you cross your thumb under. 1, and then up the hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, and back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross over. 3, 2, 1. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3. Cross under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross over. 3, 2, 1. Alright, so if you need to look over that again, please do, and work on it, because we are going to do it, as always, 10 times. So go ahead, pause the video, give it a shot, or don't pause the video, but give it a shot, and I'll wait. and then we're going to do it together. So go ahead. Just give you a minute here. All right, here we go. Right hand first. Let's do it. So we're going to do it 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4. Three more. All right. So, a couple things. You notice I'm going really, really slow. So, that's how I want you to practice. Every note should be equal and even. And if you can keep the beat going slow, you can keep the beat going fast. So, that's the idea. You're just going to you start with a slow beat, and over time you get faster and faster. But the way to build that speed is to be really even and really in time. So if you can play well, slow, that's really good. And that's going to help you to get better. So now we're going to do the left hand. Go ahead and pause the video. Do it 5 times. Now we're going to do the left hand. All right. So I'll play it twice for you, and then you try. And then we're going to do it together 10 times again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crossover. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. cross under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great, now you give it a shot. Alright, so let's go ahead and do it. 10 times. Ready? Here we go. For more. Alright, great work. Why don't you pause the video, do it 5 times on your own, and then we're going to do it in 2 hands. Alright, here we go. So, 2 hands. We're going to have to go really slow because this is a lot harder than either of the hands by themselves. Remember, if you need any help brushing up, you should take it, pause and just work on it until you got it. I'm going to show you how to do it twice, and then we're going to do it 10 times together again. Again. Alright, good work. So why don't you give it a try now? And I will wait, and then we're going to do it 10 times together. Alright, here we go. Two more. Last one. Alright, great work. Why don't you go ahead and pause the video and do it on your own. Yeah, about 5 times. And then we'll come back and we are going to go over Mary Had a Little Lamb. So, here is Mary Had a Little Lamb. We're going to play in 2 hands because we're past 1 hand. Here we go. Thumb on C, middle finger on E. I'm going to play the whole thing. We're going to go kind of fast because we don't have much time and because you already know it. So it goes like this. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, 5, 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1. And again. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, 5, 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1. Now you try. Alright, if you need to work on that, go ahead, pause the video, practice it. We're going to move to the left hand. So it's very similar, except you're going to do 3, 4, 5 instead of 3, 2, 1. It's just the other way. It's the same way, but it's the other way on the hand. So here we go. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 3, 1, 1, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 3, 4, 5. And again, here we go. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 3, 1, 1, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Go ahead, pause it, practice it if you need it. We're going to do the 2 hands together. I'm going to do it for you twice, and then we're going to do it 10 times together. One more time for y'all. go ahead and, if you need to pause, just pause and work on that for a minute, and then we're going to come back. We're going to do it 10 times together. So here we go. Ready, go. And more. Alright, why don't you go ahead and work on that one on your own, and I'll see you next time. Great job.